What's going on, everyone? It's Steve here. I just wanted to give my thoughts and 2 cents about the whole Michael Chandler situation. Now, if you guys don't know who Michael Chandler is, he is a professional MMA fighter. He fights for the UFC. I could be wrong about that, but I think he does fight for the UFC. And again, I could be wrong about that. But there was a particular interview he recently did where there was a clip of him, talking about his kids. And what he said in that interview was, I'm not raising black children, I'm raising children. I'm not raising black men, I'm raising men. Which, if you ask me, coming from a black man who once was a black boy, I don't see a problem with this. Like, I don't. Because, and the reason why I don't see a problem with this is because what matters to me more is that these kids are being fed, these kids are being clothed, these kids are being bathed, these kids are being loved, these kids are being taken care of, and these kids, are living under a roof with both a mother and a father in the home. That's what matters to me more than what Michael Chandler said. That's what matters to me more. And yes, don't get me wrong, they're black. Yeah, the two kids that he have are black. Don't get me wrong. Yes, they are black. But they're still kids at the end of the day. And yes, when they get older, of course they're going to go through trials and tribulations, just like everybody else goes through trials and tribulations. And yes, when they get older, of course they're going to have questions about the society that they live in. Of course they're going to have questions. Okay, that's life. That's a part of the human experience. Okay? And I know a lot of people in the comment section will be like, oh, you coon, you Uncle Tom, you buttermilk biscuit eating nigga, you ain't shit, you a buster, you a clown, you ignorant. I said what I said, and I'm going to stand by what I said, okay? I don't care. It is what it is. I don't see nothing wrong with what this man said. Okay? And my thing is this. If you're not going to take care of his two kids, then why the hell are y'all complaining? If y'all ain't going to step up to the plate when it comes to raising this man's two kids, his two black kids, then what the hell are y'all complaining about? Okay, yes, don't get me wrong. Racism does exist. And yes, it will not go away. I understand that 100%. But at the same time, we shouldn't, and I'm talking to black people, my people, black people. We should not have our kids go through life with fear and paranoia. We shouldn't have them do that. Okay? So, with that being said, if Michael Chandler didn't say anything wrong. He's raising his kids to be law-abiding men, good men. Strong men, stoic men. That's what he's raising his sons to be. Good, law-abiding, strong, and stoic men. Because that's what we need in this country. We need more good men. We need more strong men. We need more stoic men. And that's what Michael Chandler is doing. He's raising his boys to become good men. That's what he's doing. And I don't see nothing wrong with it. And yes, they're black kids, but at the end of the day, regardless of their skin color, they're still kids. So I don't understand the whole outrage from black people on Twitter. I don't understand the whole outrage. Why? Because he's not raising his kids the way that you expect him to raise his kids? No, those are his kids. You don't get to tell him how he should and shouldn't raise his kids. I mean, after all, you're not the ones that's taking care of his kids. So what the hell are y'all complaining about? He didn't say anything wrong. And this is coming from a black man. Michael Chandler said nothing wrong. You know, it's crazy because, you know, where was this outrage at for Charlize Theron when she emasculated her son by transitioning him into a girl? Where was this outrage at? And as a matter of fact, most recently, this guy by the name of Jim Cornette, right? If you don't know who Jim Cornette is, he's a former wrestling promoter. He has his own podcast on YouTube. But Jim Cornette, he put up a tasteless thumbnail where it's a monkey on the right side of the thumbnail, not a toothpick, but a Q-tip in the middle of the thumbnail, and Swerve Strickland on the left side of the thumbnail. Swerve Strickland, he's a black professional wrestler. He wrestles under AEW. Where's the outrage at for Jim Cornette putting out that god-awful, racist, tasteless thumbnail on his YouTube channel? Now I'm telling you, man, y'all. This is the problem with black people. We take our anger out on the wrong people. We do. There are times where we as black people, we do take our anger out on the wrong people. We do. So like I said, I don't have a problem with what Michael Chandler said. I don't. I mean, after all, they're his kids, and you know, nobody else is responsible for those kids other than him and his wife. So that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, do all that. Share the video if you want to. I'm out. I love y'all. Peace.